The black car glided smoothly to the entrance of the luxurious five-star hotel. Ethan stepped out, adjusting his impeccable suit, his cold, analytical eyes scanning the lobby as he made his way to the bar. He was not a man to waste time, and that night had a clear purpose. In the private lounge, he saw her before she even noticed his presence. Sophia. Tall, elegant, wearing a tight red silk dress that looked like it had been made for her. Her gaze was confident, her smile carried an air of mystery. When her eyes met his, a silent game began. She approached with the ease of someone who had been there before. Sitting next to him, she crossed her legs provocatively. Ethan watched her every move, fascinated by the control she exuded. "Mr. Hayes," she said, her voice smooth but loaded with intention. "I'm glad you chose me." He leaned slightly forward, studying her with a half-smile. "I think I made the right choice," he replied, picking up his whiskey and taking a sip without looking away. "You seem different from the others." Sophia chuckled, leaning in closer, letting her sophisticated perfume fill the space between them. "That's the idea, Mr. Hayes." She took a sip of her wine, moistening her lips before whispering, "I hope to be unforgettable." Ethan felt a shiver run down his spine. He was not easily impressed, but something about Sophia made him want to test his own limits. Without hesitation, he stood up and extended his hand to her. "Let's go to my room." She accepted the invitation without hesitation, her eyes shining with a silent promise. The elevator was filled with charged tension. Ethan kept his firm posture, but Sophia played with the buttons on his suit. "You seem to like control," she whispered. "Always." He ran a finger down her bare arm, feeling her warm skin under his touch. "But I suspect you do too." The door to the suite barely closed before the atmosphere ignited. Ethan pulled her against him, capturing her lips in an intense kiss. His hands traveled down her curvaceous body, exploring every inch as Sophia responded with the same hunger. She slid his jacket off, her nimble fingers unbuttoning his shirt as she pushed him against the wall. Ethan smiled against her lips, surprised by her boldness. "I like women who take the lead." "I'm not like the others," she murmured, trailing her lips down his neck, nibbling softly at his skin. The rest of their clothes disappeared quickly, and as they tumbled onto the Egyptian cotton sheets, everything became a blur of heat, desire, and intensity. Ethan, used to being in control, realized that with Sophia, he wasn't the only one setting the pace. She knew how to tease him, how to make him crave more every second, how to challenge him without losing an ounce of sensuality. She wasn't just an escort, she was an enigma, an experience, an addiction. The night stretched on between tangled sheets, muffled sighs, and intertwined bodies. Sophia was unpredictable, and Ethan knew that this wasn't just a transaction. It was a game, a duel of wills and pleasures. As the sun began to filter through the curtains, Ethan looked at Sophia lying beside him, her breathing still uneven. He wasn't a man to get attached, but he knew this woman was different. She wasn't just a service. She was a secret he wanted to unravel. And he wouldn't stop until he discovered everything about her.